Okay. So the first thing I would say is there's way too much flying around camera stuff going on. That's very distracting and unpleasant. So let's take a look at the camera first. I'm going to select the camera and just way less camera movement. I mean, I I don't really get. I mean, whatever. It's an interesting start to this. So there's so much camera movement. Really need to simplify this. So you could do this opening thing if you want. I might see if we can take out this one and see what happens. Still very swingy and wobbly. It's not a nice move. Um, what I would do is let's just delete the camera animation. What's the do you just wondering why it says dot 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 if you have it's a camera group, camera and aim. Maybe that's part of your problem. Let's lose this. Let's just start over with just the basic camera. Um, okay. All right. And start. I can't select that for some reason. Okay. So let's put this thingy on. Okay, so we can see what we're looking at. So you liked starting with that, let's say. And let's set a keyframe there. And so then what I would do is just go, oops. Maybe to here. Let's just go straight back to something like that. And set a keyframe there. Oh god, I didn't have the camera selected. So let's make sure the camera's selected, set a keyframe, we'll go here, straight back, there, and make sure these tangents are flat so you get the slow in, slow out. Okay? And then if you want another angle on this guy, you know, just do a straight cut, like maybe right before. Let's also make sure his tangents are on auto. So maybe you want to cut to him when he like leans his head up here. And so let's select the camera, choose another shot, you know, during this motion, I don't know. Coming around to something like that, get him on kind of a third. But then, see, we don't want all that movement, so you're going to change this to stepped. Oh, no, it didn't. What happened? I don't know how I screwed that up. Let's make sure, yeah, set a keyframe here. I think I just didn't hit S. And then let's go here and get this other camera shot, S, and then, but we don't want all that movement, so let's do stepped. And then a cut, right? And then maybe on this turn, what you can do, let's say 126, is go back to this shot. So I click there, middle mouse click here, and set a new keyframe, and just make sure this is unstepped as well. So now we've got something like that, and it's just much more pleasant. There's some camera movement, but mostly it's cuts, and it's just not so jarring with the camera flying around. That's just one example. You could experiment with different stuff, but for something this length, just 2 or 3 shots. And I just think you need to, right now, you got to get more of the body involved in all this stuff and do more poses. Like, for example, when let's just go this so we're not looking at. When he turns on the chair, it's like he just kind of, like he just sort of, it's good that this foot's not moving, but, maybe you want to have a hand planted on the counter. And for that, you're probably going to switch to, you do have IK hands. So I don't know why that's sliding all over the place. So is it because you're transitioning from FK to IK over a very long period of time? So for the movement you have, I would just say keep it in IK the whole time. I think that's going to be easy. It does mean re-keyframing the hand somewhat, but just keep it on IK and then animate it there. There's some weird movement here. But I think it's fun. Just get rid of this. Let's find. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. So that's exactly where we do want it planted, I think. Oh, why did it go up there? I'm just going to set a keyframe here and get rid of these. Why is it doing that? Oh, because of this one afterwards. I don't know. So what's happening here now? Oh, it's just overextended. Yeah. But I think, precisely when you want to get that sense that there's something bracing him to turn him. Or maybe it's this hand. Maybe instead you'll have this one in, I'm just going to delete these. This one in IK. And, to me, this turn is more believable when he has at least one hand planted on the bar. And maybe it's this one, and maybe it's more like, here. And get the fingers gripping a little bit more. But I feel like he could turn if he's got a hand planted on there, but when he doesn't, it doesn't seem like he could spin that way. So I would redo the arms and just do them in IK mode. Make sure you're paying attention to the fingers. Are the fingers working? There's things are in a weird position. Yeah, they're working. So get the fingers posed a little bit more. And just in each pose, really pay attention to all the different controls. It doesn't look like you're using the spine. Use the chest, the spine, the hips. Those are the most important one. The root, neck, those are the most important ones, more important than the hands and feet. And the hands and feet, you want to sense that they're giving the character some leverage, that they can hold on to something and brace himself against things. So work on that as well.